Hello everyone and welcome back to another vlog here on Ailsa Vlogs. I recently went to London for a couple of weeks. I was doing work experience at a publisher there, and as you can imagine, during that time I picked up quite a few books, so I was going to talk through them today. I'm going to start first of all with a non-fiction one I got. I love skiing in the mountains and things, and my family share that love. So and I saw this one. It's called Mountain Rescue, and it is about epic tales of search and rescue in high country New Zealand, and I thought that looked really interesting. Maybe a bit grim, but it looked like fun, so I picked up that one, and it has photos and stories inside, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. This one is actually published by Random House New Zealand, so that's pretty cool, I think. The next book I have is called High Bridge. I believe this is a crime novel, kind of. This one doesn't come out until January. And the guy who wrote it, Phil Redmond, has written Brookside and Hollyoaks, which are soaps in the UK, and Grange Hill, which was on TV for ages, and that was like aimed at teenagers, similar sort of thing, drama. So I've heard mixed things about this. I'm going to have a look at it, see what I think. But obviously it's not out till January, so I'm not rushing to read that one just now. Next book I got was a very small one. This one is called Hiroshima, I think. And that is actually originally written as a piece of journalism. It was published in The New Yorker in 1946. It was written in the immediate aftermath of the Hiroshima disaster. It is the 70th anniversary of that disaster this year. I've read most of this already. It's very, very interesting. Obviously not a very happy book, but very, very educational and a good reminder of humanity and what people have done. It's only $1.99 for that little book. Very interesting. Yeah, I can recommend that one, and I will probably do a mini review of it on my blog, which I will link down below when I have finished reading it. And the next one I want to talk about is called Watch the Lady. I don't really know much about this one. It's an early copy, but this one is actually released now. This one came out in June. This one is a historical story. I can compare it to the writing of like Philippa Gregory and people like that. And it's about a woman in the court of Elizabeth I. Yeah, and families fighting against families. So that could be very interesting too. Another one I got while I was there, which I have now finished and I really liked, is In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. This one came out just a couple of weeks ago. It's a hardback, but it's really good. I finished reading this one today. Very good, very creepy. I will say I did guess who the murderer was. I think, oh well, I'm not sure. I'll do a review of this and I'll talk about it then. What I thought, why I thought it. But this one was very good and I would recommend that one if you're interested in thrillers. You may have noticed I was not the biggest fan of The Girl on the Train, and this is a world away from that. This was so interesting and it kept me turning pages. It was really good. Go ahead and read that one if you get a chance. Then while I was in London, I went to an event called Fantasy in the Court, which was hosted by Gold Square Books and Hodder, or Hodderscape rather, their community on Hodder for sci-fi and fantasy. And I met Jen Williams, who was giving out little booklets, which is something like the first chapter of the third book in her series. I'm listening to the audiobook of the first one at the moment, and I really enjoy it. There are dragons and things like that, and it's a very cool covery thing on this. Book 3 comes out in February, so I've got a little bit of time to finish listening to book 1 and to read book 2. And finally, while I was at that event, I also picked up Vowed by Liz DeJager, which is the second book in her series. I've read the first one and I really enjoyed it. And Liz was also there. I got to talk to her and got her to write a little quote in it for me. don't you just love these covers? These are gorgeous covers. What can I say about this book? It's about a girl called Kit who has to, as part of her family legacy, her family go out and deal with problems in the world. If you've seen the TV show Grimm, it's kind of like that. She's part of this family that goes out and deals with supernatural problems. And because she is still a teenager, she tends to go on cases, like goes undercover into schools and things like that, to catch anything that is going on there. But the rest of her family are a bit older, so they get to deal with bigger things too. It's a really good series. I've read only just the first chapter of this one, but it's up next in my pile, giving myself a break from the crime novels, so I will be reviewing this one very, very soon. Those are all the books I got while I was in London. Let me know if you've read any of them, and I will do reviews very soon. Talk to you later. Bye.